What's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this vid by Omizi. It's titled "The Saddest Group of Men on the Internet." Oh Lord. It looks like Sneako, Myron, and some other losers have gathered together to be a group of losers. So let's see what loser things they are doing and saying. Let's watch.
Personally, I can't even believe that I'm doing this, but I really want to test the levels of unemployed we really are on this channel and this community, because I'm here to inform you that the Red Pill Vengers, the biggest losers on the internet, got together, went to the club, and honestly, it opens up a lot of conversations about just how lame they are. And their audience, of course.
He loves to do that. What a lame.
Not only is that beat bad, and this is arguably some of Kanye's worst music in the world, it's actually amazing that Sneako can't commit to the bit. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know what? We'll just continue on to the video. Over the weekend, Clavicular, Tristan Tate, Nick Fuentes, Sneako, and some Waller dude, oh, and of course, Myron and Walter from Fresh and Fit, hit the town. And when I tell you that is the worst blunt rotation I've ever actually heard in my life, it's actually kind of scary. A gang of losers, grifters, look maxers, and ignoramuses looking for social media fame. Starting off with that weirdo bus ride where you can really tell whose heart is in the grift still. Now, for what it's worth, and I've got to give a round of applause to Myron. Out of anybody that I actually...
It's like Sneako feels embarrassed. He's trying to like go along with it because, you know, this is his thing. He kind of has to. This is his livelihood and his job at this point. But you can see the embarrassment on his face, and he's just like... what have I gotten myself into? But let me laugh and play along.
See on these buses, him and Nick Fuentes have got to be at the top of the list of people who probably are committed to this for real. Like, it's actually believable that they think these things. Everybody else, especially Sneako in this regard, is a clear grifter. Sneako can't even find the balls to say those words when they zoom the camera in on it. I think that's intentional because he's the one who everybody was probably the most shocked to see there that night, you know, especially after he went on his Muslim journey. He's reinvented the wheel. He's done all these different things. He's gotten his RICO signed by a lot of different content creators like Agent 00.
Yeah, bro, they said niggas was pressing them to ban certain people and shit like that. And me personally, bro, I don't give a fuck if I disagree with nigga. I just think, like, you silence everybody you disagree with, and, like, what it, at that point, it's not about expressing yourself. It's just expressing what they want you to express, so.
Oh my God, Agent, don't piss me off, because I like you, but let's not be stupid. This does not come down to a difference of opinion. I hate when people try to disguise bigotry as different opinions. Hate speech and just being a horrible person, that's not you having a different opinion. Are we going to also say the same thing about pedophiles as well? Oh, they just have a different preference, so should we shut that down? Like, what are we talking about? We have to draw the line somewhere and be like, actually, you're such a vile human being. I'm not even going to engage with you. I don't want to hear what you have to say. You're disgusting. I want to just shun you. Like, that's okay to do if a person is that terrible. Let's not, well, it's just different opinions and some people are just different.
Anyway, I'm glad you're free, Mike.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You've always stayed real, man. I appreciate what you said about Palestine, of course, man. You're doing great things, man. It's been a long time since we linked up.
Without seeing him in a bus full of racist, white supremacist, look-maxing weirdos, people wanted to know if he would really commit to it. And by him not saying the N-word or anything like that, I'd say he's still in grift mode. But what if I told you that the night gets way worse? They eventually go to a nightclub to sing the infamous song by Kanye. That's right, they convinced a Miami DJ.
No bitches in their section. Let's just pay close attention to that. There's nobody is there but them. Just a sausage fest, just like they like it.
To play HH in a community where there are a bunch of black, brown, and Jewish people.
Oh, there's one girl there. One girl in this big ass section. Oh, okay. Okay, they got some randoms, but it's mainly penis. This is just for looks, okay? They have to, you know, the sprinkle a couple girls in there, but look at who they like really trying to be around. You gotta pay attention. Look who they giving the most attention to, each other.
I mean, look at the club. You cannot give losers money. They're not doing this for women. They're doing this for the validation of themselves. Everybody in the club isn't even dancing or moving to this song because it's bad. Hell, even when they zoom in on Andrew Tate, he doesn't even look like he's in it. Now, the reason I zoom in on Sneako and Andrew Tate in this situation is because, for what it's worth, I think they are arguably the smartest, at least out of the non-grifters. For what it's worth, I think they are some sort of pack leaders in these situations. Now, Nick Fuentes is really down that rabbit hole, and so is Myron. But Sneako opens up these guys' messages to a whole different fan base, and Andrew Tate is top G for these bros. Trust me, the leader is definitely not Walter. And it's also interesting because just a month ago in a video that I think I'd taken down from YouTube, Sneako and Andrew Tate were having some sort of beef. So seeing them in the same room together getting this nasty shit off was kind of amazing. Now, naturally, the internet didn't like this racist, white supremacist, white nationalist, Islamophobic bullshit that they were doing in their, spare time. But especially from Sneako, he's gone the whole Muslim route. He's devoted himself to changing his brand and changing his image because it's not worth it. So he had to come and respond to the backlash.
It's going to be a tough stream. I have a lot to talk about. As you can see the title, you know what this is about. I can't do it. Yeah, I'm not sorry. You're mad because I listened to a song that was talking about World War II. Right, something happened 80 years ago, almost 100 years ago. You go to the club and you turn up and listen to all the music that's glorifying violence happening right now. All the people that are condemning, writing articles, all of them promoting and siding with the genocide that happens today in 4K, the most publicly televised genocide of all time. You don't see people up in arms about that. You don't see the mayor of Miami writing a think piece about that, and clubs don't have to apologize, but they have to apologize for this song.
Sneako, the argument is so weak, and let me break it down to you, since you're supposed to be some sort of devout religious man. Even if somebody was publicly turning up in the clubs to genocides that are happening today, why does that then make it okay for you to do? Mind you, your leader is not the other people who you claim to be enemies, evil, committing atrocities, X, Y, and Z. Your leader is supposed to be, Allah. Your leader is supposed to be a religious figure. Your leader is supposed to be somebody who lives righteously. Not the people that you call corrupt and then justify you doing those actions because they do those actions. That doesn't sound very religious to me. It also doesn't seem very religious to me that you keep platforming these known white supremacists. And this isn't me making any assumptions about people like Nick Fuentes. He has acknowledged that himself. So it doesn't make sense why you would hang around him in your one-off streams as you give him the ability to say N-word via proximity, right?
We'll see what the long-lasting effects are, but at the same time, man, we're just a couple niggas hanging out. We're just going out.
Niggas going hard as fuck.
Yes, sir.
Society can't handle it.
Oh my God.
I don't really think there's going to be any wonder.
Nah, I don't think so.
These clowns are dressed like Tony fucking Soprano, just sitting there jerking each other off. Now, on the Tate side of things, at least he can acknowledge how ridiculous the look is. I'm assuming that this was a Myron situation where he plays the song or asks for the song to be played in order to gain some sort of brownie points with the cool kids in his life. When these guys get around Andrew Tate, their dicks get hard, and so they try to use his name for clout.
I didn't play it. I didn't ask him to play it. I didn't dance.
Y'all remember when Aiden was sniffing his seat after he left? And they try to make it seem like, oh, joking, haha. It's not a joke.
Sing. In fact, the only time you see me on there is me storming out of the bus, saying this is ridiculous and leaving. But I know why it was played. It was played because of this. It was played because it gets traction in a world where everybody is bored of everything all of the time. And that's why these young people are encouraged constantly to try and do the most shocking thing possible. You see this not just with this song, you see this on all their streams. They're running people over, doing retarded shit constantly. So
this is just corny. That's what makes it even worse. It's like you're selling yourself out and you are trying to, desperately grab at this viral moment like, oh, please notice me, watch me, do you guys see me? Look, I'm doing something racy. Look, I'm doing something crazy. Look. That is the problem.
I'm not here to make excuses for myself. I'm not here to say it wasn't me. I'm not here to, blame someone else.
Holy shit. That's actually a really, really good take by Andrew. The title of this video was probably called something like, I can't believe people watch this, but Andrew Tate and I actually share some sentiments there. I thought I would never say that. These guys use these moments in order to get a bunch of clicks and views. It's funny though, because they condemn women who do OnlyFans work. appeal forward as a means to, drive traffic, but this is their titties. This is
absolutely just like those women are selling themselves out. You guys are selling yourself out.
They're
in such a desperate way.
Booty.
It's like you're acknowledging that you're not interesting enough to cultivate this audience on your own and to, entertain people. So you have to do this outlandish weirdo shit just for attention.
Is there big
That's
flesh
embarrassing
for the degenerate dickheads who watch this type of content? They're trying to get shock value because that's the only way that they can be culturally relevant in 2026. And I agree with Andrew. It actually is ridiculous. And the saddest part about it is it does pick up traction. Even now, reports are coming out that Kanye West is supposedly frustrated that this group of internet people played his banned song at these clubs, specifically because he's trying to move away from these controversies.
Oh,
now, we're not
shut
gonna
up.
let you get away with it that easily yet, yay. But yeah, that's what these losers do, is they use other people's names to propel themselves in a shock value type of way. Now, I'm not gonna let the loser DJ who played this off the hook. I'm glad he actually got fired, but it is actually fucked up that these dudes probably dangled the money in this guy's face in order to play this song in order to get him fired. Now apparently the mayor of Miami is involved. They're getting banned from these nightclubs by Jewish nightlife moguls in Miami, as shown by them on their Instagram story. And even Sneako, who has a party promoter friend, is letting him know that he's basically banned from all hospitality groups around the nation.
You know you're banned from everything now, right? You smoked yourself. He's been in my vlogs. It's this promoter. He's been a friend of mine for a while. We've had back and forth. He's a Zionist, and he just said I'm banned from everything.
The racist.
Why would y'all put him in that position?
I can see that.
You watching?
No, I'm not.
Oh, let's go. So I'm banned from everything?
That's what I hear.
From who? Who said that?
You're banned from virtually on my own stream. I don't want your face on stream.
Okay, yeah, just put your voice.
Thank you, dickhead.
You're virtually banned from every single hospitality group in the United States.
As he should be.
Like what?
Tao Group, Group Hospitality, H-Root Group, virtually every restaurant, every venue, every nightclub, you're pretty much banned.
He might be able to go to Applebee's.
Anti-Semitic remarks and your absolute racism and your hatred towards Jews. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. You don't want to be friends anymore?
Oh, I haven't been your friend over a year, man. Your anti-Semitism is blatantly disgusting.
Oh, wow.
It's very, very offensive. I posted you thousands of times, taking care of you. I've been a true friend.
Hey, pay close attention to how Sneako's whole face changes. And it's funny because he instantly, on stream, tries to turn his face on the phone to the camera because he thinks this is content. They think everything is a joke. They think that this is the way to continuously go.
He hit up Sneako and was like, I want to publicly separate myself from y'all because y'all bringing me into this bullshit and it's fucking up my life now. So let's do that. That's what that was.
Go viral and get the clicks and views. But as Sneako finds out in real time that, oh, no. This dude, who I consider to be an actual friend who did favors for me, I probably did favors for him, was actually genuine with me, actually is disowning me. Like, publicly. Like, you can tell that Sneako doesn't think this is serious as he starts off with a laughing face, but quickly he realizes that, oh no, this is a little bit serious.
Literally every restaurant, every venue, every nightclub, you're pretty much banned for your anti-Semitic remarks and your absolute racism and your hatred towards Jews. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. You don't want to be friends anymore?
Oh, I haven't been your friend over a year, man. Your anti-Semitism is
Look at that face.
blatantly disgusting. It's very, very offensive. I posted you
you fall for
thousands of
this,
times.
brother.
You still read social cues, I guess.
True friend, and all I've ever received from you is hatred, racism, and just anti-Semitism.
When have I been racist or hateful towards you?
Sneako, get off the stream, gang.
Say smirky remarks, it's always been against Jews.
It's funny specifically for Sneako. I really don't care about the rest of the guys, but it's funny specifically for Sneako that he seems to not understand that consequences have actions. You can't say and do these things and feel as though like you can still have the privileges that everybody has, like access to YouTube channels, Twitch channels, etc., etc. Now, after consuming too many of these clips over the weekend, the biggest conversation that I felt came out of it was not that these guys are racist, not that these guys are losers, not that these guys are part-time grifters, not that these guys are white supremacists, not that any of that stuff. I already know who they are. I already know what they do. I already know all these things. The real question is, who the hell is still watching this nonsense?
So let me get this straight. As young conservative men, these are supposed to be, right here, that's a lineup. These are supposed to be the individuals that we are not only to look up to allow into our psyches, but also to lead us into our future. These godless heathens back here, these guys who lack any sense of moral integrity, character, virtue.
Intelligence.
I mean, what we got here? We've got a PIMP, we've got a Mexican white supremacist, we've got a black white supremacist. That's crazy. We've got the assistant PIMP, and whatever this guy is. These are supposed to
About being known as whatever this is.
leading us into the next phase.
Yeah.
This is America only, right? Christian nationalism. That's them.
I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I tried very hard to look for any sort of profile, social media account, or person who actually follows these guys with an actual face attached to their account. Now, of course, you have the meme posters and the online degenerates that say that, like, oh, Tate is still a god, and Nick Fuentes is a boss, and Tristan Tate is just top G squared. I don't know what the fuck the terminology is. But ultimately, I know that those guys are rage baiters as well, and 90% of them are bot accounts. Even the conservative, racist, white nationalist people that I follow low-key on a burner account on Twitter didn't even support these guys. They have toilet humor. You know, the toilet's toilet humor. It's actually the same jokes for the past umpteen years now, and this is getting so tiring. Listen to some of the stuff that they say and do over the past weekend, and just tell me, why are they still doing this type of content, and who the fuck is watching it still?
A photo? I can't, because I'm a misogynist. I'm sorry. I know they all do, but Are you? Say women's sock. Are you? Say women's sock. Say women's sock. I know you are. Say women's sock. All right, I'll come take a photo.
Why do they pay these women to do this?
All right, I'll come in a second.
Dude, education is for people that work for you.
Correct.
Yeah. They make good grades because they care what people think about them. They're not smarter than you.
No.
They just they're do-gooders. They care what people think, and so they make grades. Also, education has nothing to do with school. Some of the smartest people I know, the most interesting people I know, the most interesting life stories, who know the most, don't have any formal education.
My kids obey me like fucking soldiers. The daughters, the sons, everyone, it's fucking easy. But when the mom comes along and they know they can play games, my daughter sits there, oh, I don't like this. I'm like, you don't like that because your mom doesn't like that, and your mom told you not to like it. Eat it. Okay. And she fucking eats it. What the fuck is this stupid game? It's all the fucking mumber. Kids are great. And it's actually easy if you run your shit. You gotta run your house. Run your house, it's a fucking nightmare. They just do whatever they want. They play the woman. They like cry in front of her.
This supports my earlier point. There are women here at this party, and instead of socializing with women, they are sitting in a circle to circle jerk and talk about stupid shit they've talked about many times on their whack-ass platforms. This is what they do. And I keep pointing this out because Myron especially loves to be very homophobic and accuse other people of being gay and whatnot as he does shit like this.
Also, you gotta snack your kids. Controversial take, but meeting kids is good.
They have to know it's a possibility.
Wow.
I thought I was like at least an 8.
A 10's loud.
That's kind of rude.
That's kind of rude. That's kind of rude. Isn't it? The big don't talk to my boy.
Yeah, I don't know who's watching this for entertainment at all. I did see this one tweet talking about Clavicular not being able to control his lust because, you know, he was around a bunch of top G's getting mobbed to death by 10s, and he decided to turn his attention to a woman. And not that I want to go down any homophobic rhetoric or anything like that, but I kind of figured out exactly who these guys were after listening to some ABBA and Preach. It's literally clear as day to me that these guys do all this grandstanding and boasting about how many women they get, why they give money to get these women, they can do everything they want, etc., etc. You know, they get the boats, they get the yachts, they get the watches, all this stuff. And ultimately, it's all to impress other men.
Spend time with your girl.
Oh, I need to react to this.
Spend time with your boy.
People have told me to watch this. I'll watch it. Okay, I'll wait to react to it.
Up there, rage baiting and rage baiting and rage baiting. Connecting with...
I like skimmed through it and I was like, what the hell? But yeah, I'll react to it in full. It'll be up tomorrow.
Controversial figure to controversial figure. So much so that they're even going against each other in values and views on the laptop, getting with each other in real life for whatever reason, and then going back home talking about how they had to stay safe because they were around some niggas that they don't even fuck with.
Yeah, he was right. Also respect the fact you covered Nick. Can tell you how his back. Fuck those Israelis, bitch ass Mossad. Yep. Yeah, I was armed, guys. So obviously I was watching Nick very closely.
What?
I had my shit, so I was always ready. You know what I mean?
Andrew Tate and Sneako were just fighting, but I guarantee you during that they wanted to stir up momentum. Sneako didn't bring up any of his gripes to his face. Clavicular just went at Andrew Tate saying that he fell off and can't fight, but I know he didn't say any of that to him. But for whatever reason, they still found a way to link together.
This kid shouldn't be in the club. He's 20. That's another conversation.
Yeah.
He's meeting you for the first time. You're his idol.
I understand the point you're making, and you know what? Sneako has insulted me endless times, especially across the last 4 years. I haven't seen him in years and years and years. But maybe, maybe it's the man code in me. He's insulted me so many times, and I could sit here and throw him under the bus, but it's just not who I am as a person. I want to meet Nick and Clav. It's Clav and Nick who reached out out to me. You're in America. We've never met before. Come through. We're with Sneako. Is that okay? My reply was, Sneako always has some crybaby issue with me. He's not going to cry his eyes out. He can come. And he came along, and he made a fucking mess. And I could sit here and blame it all on him. But that's truthfully not, I don't know, that just feels wrong to me. I'm not going to sit here and say who else it was. I'm just going to say I didn't do it. I'm just going to say that I didn't play the song. I don't find the song funny. I didn't think it was appropriate to do. It's someone else's decision. We can drag him up here, and we can ask him why he did it. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps when they said Nick's never been to a club before, I should have thought, Nick's never been to a club before. It's the first time I've ever met him. It might be a funny story. I haven't been in America in a year. You know what? I'm bored. I don't like clubs, but I'm in Miami. Maybe I should go for 15 minutes. Perhaps that was the wrong decision. Perhaps it was. Perhaps I should have known better.
Damn, they kind of cooked them again.
Yeah, I've gave up on clubs also. I'll go if it's like a friend's birthday or something, or a special event and they really want me there, then it's like fine. But I don't even like to go out the country anymore. I used to be like, oh, I'll only party and go to clubs when I'm out the country. But even that's gotten lame for me to where I'm like, I don't even want to do this anymore.
Look, all these degenerates getting together shows me one thing and one thing only. The fall off is real. And they've said so much bullshit over the years that they are looking like big time hypocrites, contradiction artists, and everything underneath the sun. And they can't keep it straight. But that doesn't matter, because in order to stay socially relevant, they gotta hang out with each other. Even if it means ditching your religion. Even if it means going against somebody that you just recently beefed with. Remember the Sneako and Andrew Tate shit happened.
This is the epitome of selling yourself out and selling your soul. People love to talk about that, and whenever they see these influencers with celebrities and stuff, they want to accuse them of doing that. I've recently seen people accusing Kai of selling his soul and, oh, look who he hanging around. He one of those now. But this is what these people are doing. They have to do this in order to stay relevant. This is selling your soul.
Probably 2 weeks ago, and then Andrew Tate lost his fight in which Cliffy Killer called him out a week ago too. Guys, I don't know another way to say this. These guys are fucking losers. And I'm having a hard time finding any genuine people that are watching them anymore. They don't help anybody. They've ditched that. They're not giving people real advice to help them. They've ditched that. They literally sat around each other and slurped each other off, glazed each other up, talked about who's better than who in that own circle, and went home and then retracted all that bullshit saying that they're fearful of this person, that person, the third. The only reason why they got together is because of the social media presence that they bring when they say the most outrageous and cringy things. And it's getting so bad that even Andrew Tate is saying, yo, this is stupid, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna give a bold prediction because this isn't really bold, but this is over with. Like, these guys are totally finished. Even within their own groups, they can't even get along. And I know nobody has any more grace for any of these niggas anymore, especially the likes of Sneako. This shit is ass, gang. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how else to say this. This is corny.
Beyond corny. And I love how he made the comparison between them and the OnlyFans girls that they heavily criticized, because there are so many similarities there. Just how these OnlyFans girls end up being ostracized from the rest of society and people don't really respect them, and when they try to integrate in the real world, people are like, I see what you do, and it's not my thing. They kind of shun them. They get the same treatment, so they have to hang out together and work together because this is their livelihood. They got to put money in their pockets, so they have to do this weirdo lame shit together, and it's just so sad to watch. It's like y'all are just limited to this weird dark web incel space. But whatever, this is the life they chose. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.